Yo, what's up, guys? Lanceroy here, gonna do another tier list. I know that's what I keep doing is tier list, tier list. I plan on doing like other content, but right now I'm just trying to get some videos uploaded, and this is really simple content to start with and get uploaded. I do plan on doing some other things in the future, so you can be on the lookout for that. But for now, it's gonna be Nintendo 64 game tier list, and it has I think it has a list of every single Nintendo 64 game from what I understand, released in the U.S. However, there are going to be a lot of games here that I haven't played. This is a subjective tier list. These are games that uh, I think were fun or I think were really good. There's probably going to be some bias because I have nostalgia for some of these games, but Nintendo 64 was probably one of my favorite systems of all time, just be it based on the era I grew up in, and it was like one of the first systems, if not the first, that was like a 3D system that you could bring home and play in a 3D world. It was awesome. Really, really cool. So we're going to start. I think it's in alphabetical order. So it's going to be like, I think number one's 007, World's Not Enough. So this came out after GoldenEye, if I remember. I'm almost positive, if I remember correctly, and it was an okay game. It wasn't bad. It did not have the historical value that GoldenEye did. I think there was multiplayer, but it just for some reason it was not like a sequel. It didn't feel like a sequel, so it was okay. It wasn't great. Wasn't legendary to me. Not bad though. I would put it in like a good tier. It was still a James Bond game. It was good. It was good. It was fun. So this one I didn't play. Never played that one. I didn't play the Bugs Life game. Watched the movie. What is this one? Didn't play that one. So sorry to you guys who played some of these games and then you wanted to see where I put it on the tier list. If you've played a game that I haven't played, let me know about it. Maybe I'll go back and play it sometime. I've been thinking about doing more Twitch content too, so I might go back and play some of these games. So let me know if there's like one that I have never played and you like think would be awesome. So what's this one? I don't know what that one is. 18 Chronicles, don't know. I did play one All-Star baseball game. I did not play them all. I think I played like 99. So let's put this one here and this one here. It was fun. I think I played it with my dad. Wasn't like a super awesome game, but I did put several hours into it. Wasn't bad. I put it like a meh though. It was okay. It was fun because I played it with my dad, not because it was a great game. But when it comes to sports games, I have a lot of opinions like that. I don't, they're not like great to me. They're just games and they're fun to play with friends or family or something, but didn't play this one. Okay, so I was trying to think of this game like maybe 6 months ago and I couldn't think of the name of it, but it's a game. I think it's called Armorines or something. Armorines or so it was a game where it's kind of like Super Troopers, the movie Super Troopers, where you go out and you hunt for bugs. Like you get on this planet and you like kill bugs, and the bugs have taken over. It was really cool. Maybe it's not a different planet, it might just be a different part of Earth, but it was really fun because it was also co-op. So me and my brother would go in and we would like do this bug hunting. It was a little creepy, a little scary for, I think it was like 8 years old at the time, 9 years old. It was a little scary for that age group, but it was still fun. Like I enjoyed it. I played scarier games at that age, so it wasn't, it's not a big deal. Great game. Obviously not legendary, not something that everyone remembers, but it was a really good game, and I would, for its time, and I would go back and play it. I didn't play Army-Men Air Combat, did not play that one. I did play Sarge's Heroes. I don't know if I played Sarge Heroes 2. I might have played it a little bit, but I did play Sarge's Heroes. And Sarge's Heroes was good. Army-Men Sarge's Heroes was pretty good. I remember being able to like use a flamethrower and melt other army men, and it was kind of brutal. It was like actually pretty brutal, like action, like melting the other army men. It was a good game. It was fun. It was multiplayer. I would say it's like here. Pretty good game. Asteroid 64, did not play it. Again, I'm guessing it's based off the original Asteroids. Lamborghini. So I played this game a lot. I don't know if it was a great game, but I have a lot of good memories with it. It was a racing game. I played it with my dad, and when I would lose, he would always say like, "Loser," every time I would lose. And I was like 7, you know, like I wasn't very old, maybe 8. And me and my brother would race him. And me and my brother would get so mad because he would just make fun of us every time. And eventually we got good enough to where we beat him, and we did it back to him, and we said, "Loser." He got so mad. It was a good time though. I would say it was, for me, it was a good game because I have a lot of good memories with it. But most people would probably be about here in the mess section. Banjo-Kazooie. So Banjo-Kazooie was a really awesome I don't know if adventure platformer. If you haven't played it, I would recommend going back and playing it. It was pretty difficult though. So it had several different levels, and each level had several challenges in the game. In order to get to like the last boss in the game, you had to complete most of these challenges, and it was pretty difficult, and there was a lot of hidden secrets, a lot of different stuff. But this game was, the way it played and how good it was and the different powers and all that stuff, it was a legendary game, man. It was this is on par with like Mario 64 legendary. I might even enjoy it better than Mario 64, possibly, but it's close. It's a close one. Banjo-Tooie, I didn't play Banjo-Tooie really. I think I played it for like a day. So I'm gonna put it here. I can't really have an opinion on it. Don't know what that is. Didn't play that Batman game. Battle Tanks. I played one Battle Tanks game. I don't know which one it was. I don't know if it was Global Assault or the original. So I'm just going to put the original. It was okay. It was fun for one playthrough, I think. And that was it. But the one playthrough was actually pretty fun. And I think it had a multiplayer mode. So either, no, I'd put it above the All-Star Baseball game. So I'm going to put that one there. That one there, that one there. I don't know what that is. What is that? Adventure Racing? Who knows? Bio Freaks, don't know. What is that? I don't know. Blues Brothers, I'm guessing. I don't know what that is. Body Harvest. So this is a game I did play. Body Harvest, you were like this dude, and it's another bug hunting game, but it was kind of like an open world RPG bug hunting game. It was weird. It was kind of cool though, because there was a lot to discover, I felt like. And you could drive cars, and you could walk around and go into different houses and stuff. I thought it was pretty neat for like a Nintendo 64 game. I think it was very underrated. I think it was a pretty good game though. I would put it above this 007 game. I think it was really fun. I want to go back and play it because I don't really remember much, but I do remember being like awed by it a little bit, being like, "Oh, this is pretty neat." Don't think I played that Bomberman game. I did play Bomberman 64, and this was a great game. This was a really fun game. The multiplayer was the most fun. Like doing the multiplayer and like throwing the bombs at each other. And it might have been Bomberman Hero, but I think it was Bomberman 64 that because they were really similar, I think. But so I'm gonna put this one. I played them both. I think I just can't remember which is which. Bomberman 64 though, I mean, if it's the game I'm thinking of, was so fun. You throw the bombs at each other, and you could pick each other up and throw the person as well, like the other player. And you can I think you could throw them off the edge or throw them into other bombs. It was so trolly, but so fun. It was a great game. I don't know, baseball game. I don't remember that one. I don't know what this one is. Sorry, guys. I don't know what that one is. I don't know what this one is either. Buck Bumble or something? Bus to Move To, didn't play. Don't know what that is. Don't something Speed, California Speed, Armageddon 64, didn't play it. Castlevania, I think I played one of the Castlevania games for like a short second on the N64, but not enough to have an opinion. It didn't keep my attention, obviously. So it might have started out slow. Chameleon Twist. So I didn't play number 2 really, but I played Chameleon Twist 1 quite a bit. And it was pretty fun. It was pretty fun. And I think this also had a multiplayer. I'd put it in the good, but the bottom of good, because it's not super memorable. But it was fun. I just remember like kind of eating stuff. Dude, for some reason I remember having fun on the game, and I remember being able to like eat things or something. And I don't remember a lot about the game, and it's kind of weird that I could put it in the good section, right? Like, how could you put it? Because the funny thing is, like, when it comes to past memories, sometimes for me, I don't remember exactly what happened in the event, but I can remember the feeling that was associated with the event. And I don't know if that's the same for a lot of people, but that's kind of how my memory works a lot. So, I don't know this one. What is that called? Charlie Bliss or something? Chopper Attack, I don't know. This was a fighting game. Clay Fighter, yeah. So I don't know which one I played a lot, but I played one of the Clay Fighters a lot. And I was thinking about this game the other day, and it was a pretty good little fighting game. It was fun. I liked it. The characters were pretty cool, from what I remember. I remember like some stretchy Gumbo guy. He reminded me of, I think his name is Gumby. He kind of reminded me of Gumby. Like, it's a good game. Fun. So I don't know which Clay Fighter was which, so I'm just going to put the other one here. Command & Conquer, dude. So the OG Command & Conquer was a fun game. It was a good game. Some people would say it was legendary. For me, it wasn't there. I think it was a really good game. I think it started... if it wasn't before... I don't know if it was before StarCraft. I want to say it was. The original StarCraft. And it kind of started that genre of like RTS. It really... If it didn't start it, it really propelled it into the future, you know? So... I want to put it was a great... This is going to be subjective. I want to put it as a good game. I know it was like maybe a legendary game, but it was a good game. And I did have fun with it for a little while. Maybe above Body Harvest. Yeah, maybe above Body Harvest. Maybe below. I don't know. I don't have as much nostalgia for it, guys. That's why, you know, so... Maybe here. Conker's Bad Fur Day. A game not meant for kids, obviously, if you've played it at all. But I played it as a kid. And I thought it was... I played it as an older kid. I was probably like... When I first played Conkers, I wasn't 9. I was probably like 11. But it was really fun. And it was very, very adult. It was an adult game. But it was actually a really good platformer. It wasn't just one of those like cheesy adult games like... Oh, it's rated adult or M or whatever, you know, for... And it didn't just, like, play off of that cheese, like, oh, like, ooh, don't look... what am I trying to say, you know? Like, it... That's not all it had, basically. It was actually a good platformer. There was a lot of good boss fights, a lot of good... It was a good adventure game. I would put Conker's Bad Fur Day, like, legendary. Legendary, top tier, legendary game. Super great game. Not just because it was naughty, because it was actually a good, fun game. And it was hilarious, dude. As a kid, dude, those jokes were so funny, man. They were so funny. These Cruisin' USA, Cruisin' whatever, Cruisin', these were mostly arcade games to me. I didn't really think they were great N64 games. These were like the games that you went to the pizza parlor and you played with your friends at the pizza place, right? So they, you know, they're meh to me. They were just like pizza parlor games. They're cool. Didn't really play that. Tiger Tiger Woods game or something. I don't know what that is. Cyber Tiger? A katakana? Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. Dark Rift. Deadly Arts. Don't know. Sandstorm 64. Don't know. Sand something. I can't even read that. Okay. Here's the game I did play. Diddy Kong Racing was a great game. It was super fun. A good cast of characters. Whiz Pig was one of the hardest racing fights, boss fights, whatever you want to call it, that I've played. The first Whiz Pig, not the second one. If you played this game, you know the first time you face Whiz Pig or whatever that guy's name is. That was insane. My favorite character was the I think he was like the fastest dude in the game. I can't really remember what his name was, but this was like what he looked like on it. The Rooster? Maybe I played the Rooster a lot. But this was a great game. Really good game. Legendary in my opinion. I don't know what that is. Some sort of Donkey Kong 64. So this game is very memorable, but I don't think it's memorable for like being a really good game. It's memorable because it was a part of an IP that was like super popular. Like Donkey Kong Country on the Super Nintendo was insanely popular. Donkey Kong 64 was kind of it was a lot different. It basically tried to do, I don't know if it was created around the same time. I guess it was the same time. I think it was after Mario 64 though. And it tried to use that formula, but it didn't do it as well. So what made this game difficult to me, or like not great, was that it didn't have a sense of direction for kids. For being like a kid's game, it like you just did not know where you were going or what you were doing half the time. You were just kind of aimlessly wandering around and hoping you would stumble upon what you were supposed to do. What made it kind of interesting though was the fact that there was like a cast of characters that you could select from. And this cast of characters was like really they were really fun. Like each character had their unique power and the unique thing they could do, and so that's what made it good. That's what made Donkey Kong 64 good in my opinion. So I would put it in the good section, not in the great or legendary. Very memorable game though. I can remember it a lot. I just didn't like it as much as these other games. It just wasn't as fun. Doom 64. I didn't play Doom 64. I'm going to admit, I didn't really play Doom. I know completely about Doom. I know people love Doom. I know it was like a classic. I didn't play it, so sadly got to put it there. RX Mario 64. I think this was one of those like little, you shoot them up, the pills, and it's like one of those bubble popper games. I think I saw it. I don't think I really played it. I think maybe I played it once. So maybe a meh, or like never played. What is that? Ad Hero? I don't know what that is. Duck. What is this? Duck Dodgers? Don't know what that is. Duke Nukem. I liked Duke Nukem 64. I didn't think I played this one. I liked Duke Nukem 64. It was really fun. It was funny. I didn't like beat it or anything, but I did play it a few times, and I played it when I was a little bit older. I think I played it actually when like the PS2 era was already here, but it was good. It was fun. I liked it. There's a lot of memes that come from Duke Nukem. A lot of jokes, a lot of funny jokes. So, good game. So, Earthworm Jim. Earthworm Jim, I didn't play the 64 version. I played Earthworm Jim when it was on the Super Nintendo. The original Super Nintendo Earthworm Jims were really, really good, really fun. Uh, but this one I didn't play, so I don't know. Some sort of wrestling game. I've played a few of the wrestling games. I didn't play this one. Didn't play the Sesame Street games. Sight Bike 64. Solid game. Really fun. I loved going up, down the, like, doing the jumps and, like, doing the tricks and stuff. Like, it was actually an exciting biking time. Excite Bike. Like, it was fun, man. I played it with my friend. Her name was, maybe I'll leave her name out of it, but she was like one of my good friends as a kid, and she's the one who introduced me to this game, and it was like a really good time. So I'm gonna put this in like a great, good game. Maybe not great, good, fun. What is this? I don't even know what that is. Don't know what that is either. What is, don't know what this is. World Grand Prix, didn't play. 0x, didn't play. FIFA, didn't play. Fighter Destiny, didn't play. Don't know what that is. Haunting Force 64? Something Force? I don't know. Flying Dragon, didn't play. Don't even know what that is. Fox Sports, didn't play. So Gauntlet Legends, I played Gauntlet Dark Legacy a lot. I didn't play Gauntlet Legends a lot, but I did play it a little bit, and it was pretty good. The one that I remember the most was Dark Legacy, but I'm gonna put it here. So if I think this also had the multiplayer, like split screen multiplayer, 4 people or whatever. That was a really fun game. Like, as a dungeon crawler, it was a fun game design, man. It was such a good co-op game. Like, playing by yourself was meh, but a lot of these 64 games were really, really more fun with friends. So those, which made the games like really good. So I'm gonna put this here. It maybe even here. Maybe here. Yeah. I think it was very similar to Dark Legacy. Oh man, I remember this game. Gex 64. So Gex was a platformer and you're basically the gecko from Geico. Not really, but that's what it reminded me of. Gex was cool, man. And you'd have these little sayings, and he was like, always very, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe his character. He had a personality, is what I'm trying to say. It was fun. I played one of them. I didn't play both, so I'm gonna put one of them here, and I'm gonna put the other one like. It was a good little game. Gex was fun. Glover. So funny enough, I didn't really play Glover on the 64, but I had a PC, like a CD-ROM disc for Glover, and I never got to really play it. I tried to play it a lot, but my PC wasn't good enough. Like, it just would lag and be slow, and I never understood why as a kid. I was like, why is this game it doesn't work? I didn't understand why it didn't work, and I know now, nowadays, and I figured it out later, but... So I can't really rate it. It's not fair for me to rate it. But I remember, like, you were able to, like, roll on a ball, and you were a glove. So... Come on. Don't know what that is. Golden Nugget, don't know what it is. Okay. Everyone who played the N64 has probably played this game, right? GoldenEye 007. GoldenEye. I think it's very, very clear where this belongs. And I think most of you will agree. In the awful section. Just kidding. We all know it's legendary. We all know it's a legendary game. I think it's above Diddy Kong Racing. I think it's above Conker's Bad Fur Day. I think it's here, like, #1 spot so far, only because of the memories that I have playing it with my neighbors, my friends, my family. Like, it was such a fun multiplayer game, and not to mention even a single player game. It was really fun. And what made the game even more fun was the cheat codes. Like if you guys ever used the cheat codes on 007, man, it was so fun. Like you would break the game. I think you could like walk through walls. You get like a golden gun. You can have like, oh man, it was so fun, dude. I played that game a lot. Everyone remembers like Natalia. Everyone remembers like just the different level. The faculty, dude. I remember the faculty. I remember trying to get S rankings. I think it was S. It was S ranking, right? Like on every level, and it was so good, man. It was just I played that game for hours and hours and hours. GT64, don't know. So Harvest Moon is a popular game, but it's not a popular game that I played. I know what it was about. It was like kind of a farming game, right? Kind of, or whatever. So I don't have an opinion. The original Farmville, maybe. Hercules didn't play. Okay. So Hexen was the Doom-like game that I did play. Hexen was like very similar to Doom from what I remember, but it was multiplayer. And you had different classes that you could choose and play these different classes. It was pretty fun and pretty good, man. But the only thing that made it like a little bit not as good was that you would get stuck and you would be like, where do I go now? Kind of. So I did a lot of backtracking in this game, which made it not like a legendary game. But it was a good game. Hexen was fun, man. Fun game. I might go back and rearrange some of these possibly. I'm not really sure, but maybe I won't. Hey You Pikachu. The only time I played this game was in the store because in order to like actually play the game, you had to buy this like extra device with the game, and it was pretty expensive. I think it was like $80 and that was back in the day. So it was probably like the equivalent of like $140 nowadays or something. I don't know. You know, I don't know the not exchange rate, but I don't know the inflation rate. So I'm going to put it here. I just remember trying to talk to Pikachu and I felt like he never listened to me in the store. You know how you like had the controller in your hand, you looked up like this and you would be playing as a kid and your neck would start to hurt, but you would like play anyways and you try to like move around and then you'd be like, hey Pikachu, and dude, Pikachu never listened to me. I think that maybe it was broken, maybe the microphone was broken in the store, but Hot Wheels didn't play. Hybrid Heaven, I did play this game, but I don't remember anything about it. So I'm gonna put it here. Hydro, whatever, don't know. What is this? I don't know. Base Hunter 64 was an arcade game mostly to me. I didn't really play it. It was a bad arcade game to me, so I'm gonna put it here. Indiana Jones, didn't play it. Racing game, I don't know. Super State Soccer didn't play. Soccer didn't play. Soccer didn't play. Back and Field didn't play. Jeopardy. I think I did actually play the Jeopardy game. No, I think I played Wheel of Fortune. Acclaim Sports. I don't know. Jet Force Gemini. So this game was pretty good, man. For some reason, the thing I remember, so you could be different characters. I think you were like, you would swap characters and you travel to different planets in a spaceship, and it was actually a pretty fun game. But for some reason, the scene I remember the most is the fact that you could turn into an ant and you'd like be partying with because you were fighting bugs in this game. Of course you were. It's the bug fighting era. And you could turn into an ant and you could go into this club, and it's the original Vice City, and you could like shoot up everybody in the ant club, bunch of ants. And this is something I would do as a kid. I don't know why it was fun. Like you'd party with the ants, and then you'd pretend to turn on them and be like, just kidding. Ah, yeah, I'm not a psycho, I promise. But yeah, it was a good game, man. It was fun. A really good game. Better than Hexen, yeah, in my opinion. It was a great game. I think the only thing that sucked, it wasn't... There was multiplayer, but I don't think it was, like, great multiplayer. It was, like, okay. Baseball game, Slugfest. I have no idea what that is. King is a fighting game of some sort. Is it Tekken? No. Kirby. I played one Kirby game on the 64, and it was really fun. I think this might have been it. But it wasn't, like, amazing. I think I'm going to put it here. I know that's contradicting, right? It was really fun, but not amazing. It wasn't really memorable, you know? I think I just kind of played through it, beat it, and that was it. This one, I don't know. Knife Edge, Five Edge, Knockout Kings, I don't know. NBA something. Lego Racers didn't play. What is that? I don't know what that is. Mace something? I don't know. Madden. So I played like maybe one Madden game a lot. And it was maybe like Madden 99. It was just a very meh game. Could maybe even bad. Maybe even a bad game. It was just not that fun. I played it a little bit with my cousins. And that was it. Because they liked the football games. But no. Tetris. Nope. Mario Golf was actually a good game. I didn't really play golfing games at all. Then I played Mario Golf. And I was like, this is really fun. You get like little power-ups and you do the power swings. And it was a fun game. Mario was really... Maybe it still is, because I don't play a lot of Mario games anymore, but it was really inventive, and it was really like cutting edge with a lot of these games, and it just made them so fun, man. Mario Golf was good. It's a really good game. Mario Kart 64, dude. I think we all played the crud out of Mario 60. If you were my age, I'm 32 now, so I was born early 90s, right? Very early 90s. And it was a really fun, great game. Is it better than Diddy Kong Racing? I don't know if it was better, but it has certainly a lot more memories. A lot more people played it, and it just caught on a lot more. It was a great game. Rainbow Road, dude. Who doesn't remember Rainbow Road? Everybody remembers Rainbow Road. Dude, Mario parties... These were so fun. You could get anybody, any skill level, didn't matter, of gaming, and you could have them play Mario Party, and they would have fun. That's a great game. That is a great game right there. These are legendary games. Mario Party 1, 2, and probably 3. I can't really tell you which one was which, but they were legendary games, man. So good. I loved them. You could play them with your family. You could play them with your friends. You could play them with any age. It was fun. Mario Tennis, dude. Mario Tennis was also really good. This is up here with Mario Golf. It actually turned a tennis game into something that was fun. Like power-ups, spike. Like, I would never... Nowadays, dude, I wouldn't touch a tennis game. But I would go back and play Mario Tennis. And Mario Golf. So, Mega Man 64 was actually, I think the other name for it was Mega Man Legends. I don't know if there was any difference. I think it's the same exact game. On PlayStation, it was called Mega Man Legends, Mega Man 64 on the N64. So, correct me if I'm wrong. I might be wrong there, but I'm pretty sure it's the same. That's the same cover, so I'm pretty sure that's the same game. So, I didn't play the 64 version. I played the PlayStation one. But it's the same game. I'm going to put this game, and listen, guys. This game deserves way more attention and credit. It was an RPG with Mega Man, open world. It was so fun. You'd get different power-ups, go through this. It had a good story. It was like a good story, man. I loved Legendary game. Legendary, dude. It's up. It's up there. That I'm telling you guys, like, if you haven't played it, I don't know if it had the same like feel and kick to it nowadays, but it was voice acted. It was like a good story, dude. It was so fun, man. I wish I played so many hours of Mega Man Legends. They came out with number 2, and that one was really good too, but they never came out with a third one, man. This is one of the games that deserves a sequel, like a third sequel for sure. It just never came out. I don't know what that is. Some sort of soccer. Mickey Speedway. I think I played it once in like a Best Buy, but I don't, I don't have an opinion on it. Micro Machines didn't really play. Don't know what that is. Oh, Greatest Hits. I actually did play this on the PlayStation, and it was actually a good game. So I'm gonna put it here. They had Joust and some other of like the original games, but I don't know if you count that as like a N64 game. You know what I mean? It was basically the old games, and just released for that console. Strike something? I don't know. Milo's whatever. Don't know what that is. Mischief. Mission Impossible. Something Grand Prix. Monopoly. Truck game. Mortal Kombat 4. So, I did play one of the N64 Mortal Kombats. I don't know which one it was. I don't think it was number 4. I think it was like number 3 or something. Maybe it was number 4. It was good, but a lot of the Mortal Kombat games were just like that. They were good, I think the original one was legendary, but the rest of them following that were just kind of good. Sub-Zero. Didn't play that. Mortal Kombat Trilogy. I'm guessing that's just the original games all packaged into the newer console. Well, N64 console. Miss Pac-Man. Didn't play. Didn't play whatever that is. Mystical Ninja? Don't know. Olympic something. I don't know. NBA. Don't know. In the Zone. Oh, these are basketball games. I played one of the basketball games. I don't remember which one it was, but it was okay. It was kind of fun. Maybe it was NBA Jam. I don't know. Would put it in the meh. I played one of the hockey games, and it was actually really pretty fun. But not legendary. Not maybe like here. Meh. Showtime. I don't know. So Blitz, NFL Blitz, man, this was a good game. I don't know which one's which here, but I'm gonna put NFL Blitz like at a good game. Like it was a good game. I'm gonna put these up here. These were great. Yeah, it was a good game. NFL Blitz was fun, dude. Because you could. It was a football game, but it wasn't realistic. You would just go and you just smash into the other people, dude, and you get superpowers and you become on fire. And then, like, once the play was over, your character could still run into the other character and just tackle them over and over. And I did that after every play. Like, the play was over, and I would just make my characters re-tackle the other person over and over and over and over. It was a lot of fun. So, I'm going to put the other Blitz games here. But I think I'm going to do this in a 2-part series like I did with the League of Legends Champions tier list because there's just so many games. And some of these like legendary and great games I really want to talk about more in depth. I don't want to just like glance over them. So we're going to do this as a 2-parter. Tell me what you think about part number 1 and my opinion and where you would place some of these games and like or like if you agree with me, and maybe shed some more light on why the game was so good because some of these I'm not really talking super in depth, but dude, the N64 was just a such a good cutting edge system that really paved the way for modern day gaming. It was so good. So let me know what you think. I'm gonna be ending part 1 here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.